Hello, welcome back. Um, you may notice that I'm in a slightly different location to where we left off. So I've got a couple things to get off my chest. I tried a couple times to record some new episodes, and I just didn't feel comfortable putting any of those up. The first couple, I just got off of editing, a very frustrating editing session, and I was just so salty and like I didn't want to talk. And so I was like, and I didn't really get much done, so I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm not going to put those up. So then I recorded another one like a couple days ago where I was trying to find this place, and I couldn't find it for like an hour, and I decided that that wasn't good content, so I'm not going to put that up. And I think part of the problem is that, like, so there's a lot of stuff that I said in those episodes that I'm going to have to restate here, which is kind of annoying. Um, First of all, I've been messing with the settings for like my TV's contrast and brightness, so hopefully the darkness issue should be fixed. That's thing number one. I've moved the camera closer to the screen so that you can make out more detail, because the zoom on this camera is actually, I think, a digital zoom and not an optical zoom, so hopefully things should be a bit clearer. Looking in the viewfinder here, it might be a bit bright at this point, but that could also just be because it's foggy and stuff, I don't know. So editing has not been going very well because I am using an old computer with an old processor, and it just grinds to a halt anytime I try to do anything, which is a problem because, when I'm editing these videos, I'm not even doing much. I'm mostly just making cuts. But I have to find, okay, so I have to go through, if I want to make a cut, I have to find where I want to cut out. So I have to scrub through a couple times, find the moment where I want to cut out, and then make a cut there. And every time I try to play the video, it has to load for like 5 minutes. It's probably not. It's probably like 30 seconds. 30 seconds is long enough to make it really annoying. Every time you have to load a clip, you have to wait for like 30 seconds to a minute. Then it starts playing. You're like, okay, so it's playing now. Find where I want to cut out. I pause the video, go back, look at it again, go back, look at it again, try to find the exact moment where I want to cut. That sometimes takes a long time. Then you have to make the cut, which takes like 30 to 40 seconds for some reason. I don't know why it takes so long. I get when you're compiling the video, when you're, encoding the video, I get why that should take a long time, and with a bad processor it takes a long time. I don't really get why the actual editing of the video has to take so long. I mean, couldn't you... Anyway, I don't know enough about computer science to be talking about that. But I guess my point is that I've had some problems. I've been having some problems lately, and so I was going to start doing these videos in a more unedited style. I was going to just not make any cuts, just do like block episodes, and then, last time I tried to record, I realized that I'd spent an hour just walking around this general area. Let's see if I can show you my map. This area, you can see how it's all filled out. That's because I spent an hour walking around this area trying to find freaking what's her name? Drelene Phelan's hut, which is out in the middle of nowhere. It's surrounded by rocks, so you can't see it. And the directions they give you are so vague. I was told to get to Drelene Phelan's herd. I should take the road to Nices from Alderoon, take the left fork as soon as I enter the hills, and then take the next fork to the right. See, I did that, but the thing is, it's a little ambiguous as to when entering the hills is, and when you mess up, it's like 10 to 15 minutes of walking to get back to the start and then try again. So I spent like an hour trying to find this place. I ended up looking it up, which is like, come on. I understand that's actually like a major criticism of this game, is that sort of thing kind of ruins your enjoyment of the game. Anyway, I don't really have any comments on that. So yeah, I realized doing unedited videos is actually just unappealing in general. Also, I think that editing is one of my biggest strengths. I think I'm a good editor, at least, I have a good sense for that sort of thing. And, making unedited videos just does not it plays to my weaknesses, actually, which would be live commentary. So anyway, I just got, a couple things to get off my chest here. That's basically it, I guess. Oh yeah, so why am I here? At the end of the last episode, I talked to, what's his name, Perseus Mercius, and he told me to go take out this guy. I believe his name is Nerer Benaran. I think I repeated it like 5 times at the end of the episode. That guy's over here. He's over back by Voss, and I didn't want to make another freaking walking episode, and I didn't really want to do it off camera, and so I was like, okay, you know what, I'll just do a different quest. So this was the quest previous to that for the Redoran house. They wanted me to come over here and fix her problems, because she has mud crab issues. So that's going to take like all of maybe 10 minutes. Hostile mud crabs. There's a pair of them that's been hunting my guar. Just the other day they killed one and dragged it off. They usually come from the coast to the southwest. If this keeps up, I might have to sell what I still got and move back to Terre. Okay, so, let's ask a little more. It's also called Dress, since it's in the home of House Dress. Too hot for me, though. It's practically in Argonia. Okay, so this is somewhere not in Morrowind. It's like, so she's saying, like, if I don't take care of my crab issues, she's going to have to move away from Morrowind. So, to the southwest towards the coast. I realize I am in danger of making this another hour-long video if I can't find these mud crabs. So let's go to the southwest. The coast to the southwest. At least the coast is like, that narrows it down a bit. So some of the things I talked about in my other videos that I've scrapped are that, so I've ordered some of the pieces for my new PC, which is great. It cost $800 for like a case, a motherboard, and the CPU, which is, the CPU is the main part there because it's Ryzen 7 1800X, which I think I went off on a rant about how computer companies name their freaking products. So stupid. Yeah, that alone costs like $400 something. So, and then the motherboard, a couple hundred. Anyway, I actually don't remember. It might not have been that much. It's something like that. It's maybe like 720 or something. I just exaggerated. Am I going to be able to get back up here? Seems like maybe not. Try and spam jump. No. Okay. Well, I'll have to find another way back. That's fine because I still have more to say. So I spent that money. I didn't buy all the pieces. I'm not going to get all the pieces still for a while, but I wanted to get some of it just to, well, because it was like Cyber Monday deals. So I got a little bit of a good deal on some of those pieces. I think the case and the motherboard were a little bit reduced, and I got a pretty good deal on the CPU as well. Like, I don't know, $40 or $50 less than it goes for retail, I guess, or just standard. But the main reason I did that was just to basically set it in stone. I'm committed now. I've already bought some pieces, so I need to get the rest of it. My initial estimate for how much it was going to cost was like $1,300. That ended up being a little low. It's going to end up being more like $1,600 to $1,700, which is a lot, but it's fine because I consider it an investment in myself and in my future. I'm going to be able to do a lot more stuff when that new computer comes in. Alright, so we took care of this. Got the mud crabs. She's not going to have to move back to Terre. She gave me some Hackalo, which is like kind of shitty as a reward. So now I got to get back to Alderun. Yeah, so one of the things I was going to say with it, like, alright, I don't want to make unedited videos. It's not interesting. It doesn't play to my strengths. So I'm just going to bite the bullet on the amount of time it takes to edit and how frustrating it is. I'm just going to do it anyway. Plus, I think, once I get my new computer, the editing's going to be a lot easier, and I want to be in practice on it, and then, have some stuff figured out for that by the time I get my new computer. So, in that spirit, I'm going to cut back to Albion right now. I will see you there. And here we are. Okay, so, it occurred to me while I was walking that this might not be where the quest was from. I think it is, though. I hope you like that transition. I worked hard on it. By which I mean I didn't. Yeah. There's a lot of things I could do to improve the quality of the editing of these videos that doesn't necessarily have to involve a lot of, fancy technical stuff. The problem is that, even for that transition, I haven't edited it yet, so I don't know. But for that transition, I'm going to have to, be pretty precise with my edits, and that means scrubbing through much more carefully, and also, so if I make a mistake on an edit, that's actually the biggest time waster of all, because the way it's set up, undoing something takes forever, for one thing, and also, if I make an edit and then I move the clip over, so I make an edit, I delete the part that I don't want, and then I move the clip over, that's 3 undos that I have to do if I messed up. And really, I'm not going to know if I messed up until I do all that, because I need to watch the edit back to see if it's right. On the last episode, I did that, I made a mistake, and then I undid it too much because it was it was lagging, so I didn't know what I was doing necessarily. I hit 4 times or something like that. And I went back too far, and then I didn't know what I was doing anymore, and I had to reload my previous saved version, which was so much time lost. I need someone to deliver a cured disease potion. Here, take this to the Feldenvirith in Aldvalafi. While you're there, ask if there's anything he needs done. Aldvalafi. I don't remember where that is. Hold on. It's a long walk. It's Nisus, and then making a journey from there. Aldvalafi is directly north of Nisus. Nisus. Gnisis. Where is Nisus? There it is. It's directly north. Aldvalafi right there. Oh yeah, I think I remember this one. I think this area is really mountainous and annoying. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Here's the other thing, right? So, I might want to, if I had my way, if I had, a good computer and I knew that I could do whatever I wanted with this, I might do a montage here of me traveling. I don't know exactly what I would do, but I might just, do something fancy, maybe just do fast forward, or do some little traveling montage thing. I can think of some creative ways to do it, but I can't do that. That's way too much. Way too much editing. I can't do it. So, I could either just cut to when I'm there. Basically, all I can do right now is very simple cuts. I could either just cut to when I'm there, or I could not cut and just do the whole journey right now. It seems like this is basically a fetch quest, right? So it's not going to be that interesting once I get there, but I don't know. I do have some more stuff to talk about, though. The thing one of my last episodes that I scrapped, I just didn't have that much to talk about, so it was boring at the same time as being, long and nothing happening in it. So, but I do have some interesting stuff to talk about. Let me wait. It's 8 p.m. So I have to wait 13 hours. So yeah, having to edit your videos heavily is not a good thing. For one thing, it takes time, so you can't put out videos as quickly. I'm not that worried about that because, when I started making videos again a couple weeks ago, or last week, I guess, I was I was like, alright, if I can do like one video a week, I'll be happy with that. I don't think I've actually been able to do that yet. I think that, my last couple fail attempts made it over a week. What's happening? Oh. And get dusted. So, yeah, there's a couple problems. One of them is that, it takes a long time, especially for me, because of the issues that I've been, going over for the last couple episodes. And also, I'm not very good at solo commentary. Solo commentary is hard in general. There's not many people who can do it right. I think one of the people I watch a lot, Northern Line, he's really good at solo commentary, and that's hard to do. Most successful Let's Play channels, I would say, maybe not most. Let's not go that far, but most successful Let's Play channels either have multiple people or they are heavily edited. It's actually quite difficult to do solo commentary on an unedited video. So you think about people like Markiplier or PewDiePie or like Jacksepticeye. Those are the big, one-person Let's Play channels. They do a lot of editing in their videos to make it interesting. Also, they ham things up a lot. They're not really commentary videos, They're not gameplay commentary. They're humorous gameplay, skits or characters or whatever, So, first of all, what they do is different to what I do, and second of all, they edit heavily, which I can't do. Also, I think a lot of them have separate people who do their editing for them, which is great. I don't begrudge them that, but I don't have that, so I can't do that. And even a lot of multi-person channels do a lot of editing, and they do a lot, and they have separate editors who they hired to do the editing. I don't have that. I don't have those resources in terms of money. I don't have those resources in terms of time. I don't have those resources in terms of equipment. So, what do I have? I have myself. I have a pretty good eye for editing and things. And I have the game, and I have my commentary. So, I need to work with what I've got. I need to improve my commentary. I need to produce an interesting gameplay, and I need to, basically leverage all that I have. And I don't think I'm going to be very good at that, but that's what I need to do. These guys are going to be annoying. Let's just be honest here. Maybe I should get a fatigue potion real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to do quality, but there you go. I've got 6 cliff racers on me right now. Fatigue is going to make me hit more, and it's going to make me hit harder, so... Oh, those guys... Okay, well, fine. So, commentary is not my strong suit. As you can tell, I go over the same subjects a lot. I lose my train of thought constantly. And I don't have that much to say sometimes. Sometimes I do have stuff to say, but I just, can't string my words together right in order to say it. I think that I think that commentary is a lot easier with 2 people when you can play off of each other, and you don't have to talk the whole time. You sort of trade off with your partner. You let them talk, and you're kind of thinking about what you want to say. So as far as that goes, that would be the ideal way to do stuff. Especially for me, where commentary is not my strong suit. If I could just play the game and have some banter with people. I mean, even, Northern Line, who I put up as a good solo commentator. A lot of the stuff he does is with other people. So, everybody recognizes the value of doing duo commentary. And okay, so Game Grumps, which I mentioned earlier, they're multiple people. Did I mention them earlier? I don't even know. It's multiple people, and that's like the whole basis of that channel, right? Is it's two people playing games and doing commentary. So they have done solo commentary videos before, mostly one-offs, or one-off series. So Aaron did one where he played like Mega Man, and that was not a very entertaining video. And I think it showed he had some of the same issues I had, where he was losing his train of thought, and he didn't have enough to talk about, and he sort of just started rambling about stuff that wasn't necessarily that interesting, but it was just like he didn't have anything else to go off of. And I totally get that. So even the people who are good at YouTube kind of run into some of those same problems. I think that there are things that you can do to mitigate that, and I can't really do that necessarily. I don't have friends. Oh my god, I hate traveling in the water. Where am I getting hit from? Where am I getting hit from? I can't see shit. Where am I getting hit from? Is he under me? Is he that way? I can't. Okay, I just don't know. I can't see anything. If I had like a potion of night eye, that helps a lot, but where am I? Where's Al-Balafi? Please, release me. Save me from this hell. At least let me travel on land again. Yeah, so, I don't know, this is sort of a rambling train of thought, but I think that, editing is a great way to solve some of those problems. Because you can cut out the boring bits, you can make things interesting with your edits. So a good example of a solo channel that I watch a lot, that does a lot of edits, and is interesting in that way, is Ethos Lab, a Minecraft channel. I used to watch a lot more Minecraft. I actually haven't watched Ethos Lab in a long time. But one of the things about his channel that stands out to me is that he does really great editing. He always has, creative transitions. He does things, he structures things in a way that's really interesting. And I mean, the stuff that he does is way more interesting than the stuff that I do, because he's a Minecraft wizard. Another one in that regard would be Zisto. I think in my first series where I was doing Minecraft, my Minecraft Capture Origins series, I talked briefly in the first episode about Let's Players that I watched, and Zisto came up, and Zisto is a really interesting guy. I think he has not been doing, he's been doing YouTube recently, but it's been like different stuff that I can't really watch. He has like a long-running Factorio series now, which I watched a lot of at the first part, but then I kind of couldn't keep it up. Okay, I need to go like straight north from here. Let me save real quick. It's one of the things in this game that can suck is when you don't save often enough, and then you have to go back all the way to your last autosave, which can be a long time. Anyway, but Zisto, the reason that he's interesting to me, if you watch particularly, I think his Mindcrack series is really good, but I think particularly his solo Minecraft series was like a pinnacle, an achievement in editing. He is so creative with stuff, and he plans things out to such an extent that it's like completely mind-boggling. So he has these through lines through series that he'll hint at stuff, and he has these like big events, these sort of like meta-narrative events that he does. I don't think I have it in me to do that kind of stuff, but I would like to try at some point. Who am I going for here? Felden Virith. Felden Virith. Don't know where Felden Virith might be. might not be in this part about velocity. Isn't there like a thing up here? Yeah, this is probably more like where he is. These little shanty towns. I don't know if they're even technically considered part of the town, really. I mean, they probably are, but I don't know. Felden something. I already forgot. Outpost? Probably. It's House Redoran, so probably he's going to be, like, in here, he's going to be like a guard or something. Felden Barrett, here he is. Cure disease potion. Yes, I am. Good, the Arvel family will be grateful. Anything I can do for you? I might have some duties for you later. Okay, so this guy is... So, actually, I'm realizing now that there's probably a boat that goes to here, so I could have done that. Oh well, I got a chance to talk about some stuff. Okay, he does not have current duties. The Arvels have lived here for years. Despite their Halali connections, they're decent and generous. Yeah, so he's Redoran, and then Halali is another house that, yeah. Alright, so that was pretty good. I don't know how long this episode is. Probably not that long. It's 16 minutes for this segment. I turned the camera off during that cut. And so I don't know total what it is, but I think I still have some more time. So I'm going to go back to House Redoran. I'm going to cut here. And I'm going to try a nifty transition. You ready for this? You ready for this? Wait, what am I going to do? Quick, think of a transition. Oh, there's a transition. Okay, so, now I'm back. I think I have a little bit more time. Like 10 more minutes or something. Let's get some more duties. Redoran Trader, Mathis Dalabar. Mathis Dalabar. I don't know. This trader comes through Eldarin just about every month, so he was probably headed towards Margon or Nisus. Talk to the people in Margon and find out if anyone there knows what happened to him. I'll mark these towns on your map. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've been to both of those places. I'm not going to do that right now. I think that's probably a little too much for this episode. It's just going to be a lot of traveling. So, so that, you know, one of the YouTube channels I take inspiration from when it comes to transitions, first of all, Etho, very good at transitions. Second of all, there's one that I watch more nowadays, which is Juji Mufu, the big old bodybuilder acrobat. But in his vlogs, he does these like hair whip transitions, or they'll do like camera pan transitions where you like pan the camera and then it cuts to a different one where you pan the camera out, kind of like what I did there. Yeah, that's like one way to do something interesting with the video without having to do like a ton of editing. I mean, it's kind of finicky editing, but it's not like crazy hard to do. I don't know. Should I just like call it here? I think I might just call it here. We've got a new quest from her about Mathis Dalabar. Maybe let's see here. Advancement. Yeah, Oathman. I'm Redoran Oathman. So, oh, by the way, I think I leveled up off camera. Or I actually leveled up in a different video that I scrapped. Reputation's 1. Hey, it's not bad. Great House Redoran. I'm an Oathman in the Great House Redoran. Next ranks, I need Endurance and Strength, which I have plenty of. Athletics, Spear, Long Blade, Heavy Armor, Medium Armor, and Armor. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be good with all of that for a good long while. So, yeah. Fighter skill I'm like doing pretty good at, I guess. Swordsman, his skills are 40, yeah. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I need to make more, like, progression in the game, but then again, this is kind of just the sort of game where progression comes as you play. At some point, we're going to get strong enough to defeat a Daedric Lord, and then we're going to get weapons from that, and we're going to sell those weapons, and we're going to get lots of money where we can spend that money on training, and then you just start gaining levels like crazy, and you get all your stats up to 100, and get your levels up to 100, and then you can go do the more crazy stuff in the game, which is going to be more entertaining. So we're getting there. We're going to get there one way or another. I think that's a video. Greetings, Outlander. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey, you. Fuck you. Alright, so, I don't have an outro, but I'll just, see ya.